8 signs you're developing wisdom. Wisdom is the quiet strength that guides you through life's complexities, blending knowledge, experience, and compassion into decisions that enrich your life and others. In a world that often celebrates quick fixes and loud achievements, developing wisdom is a subtle but powerful journey. Your thoughts, actions, and interactions are already whispering clues that you're cultivating this timeless quality. Some people navigate life with clarity and humility, making choices that reflect deep understanding, while others rush forward, missing the deeper lessons. The difference. It often comes down to recognizing a few key signs that you're developing wisdom. In this article, we're diving into 8 signs that show you're growing wiser, grounded in insights from psychology, philosophy, and experts like Daniel Kahneman and Robert Sternberg. These aren't fleeting moments. They're patterns backed by research from sources like Journal of Personality and Social Psychology and Review of General Psychology. By the end, you'll know exactly what to look for in your behavior and mindset, why these signs matter, and, most importantly, how to nurture your wisdom to live a more meaningful life. Stay with us until the end, because you might be overlooking small habits that could transform your perspective, and once you spot these signs, you'll have a clear path to deepen your wisdom. Let's dive in. Sign 1. You learn from others' experiences. One of the clearest signs you're developing wisdom is that you actively learn from others' experiences, not just your own. A 2018 study in Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals who draw lessons from others' successes and failures are 25% more likely to make sound decisions. Whether you're listening to a mentor's story, observing a colleague's approach, or reading about historical figures, soaking up others' insights shows you're building a broader understanding of life. Picture 2 co-workers, Ava and Noah, both 32 years old. Ava listens intently when her boss shares lessons from a failed project, applying those insights to her own work. She feels enriched and prepared. Noah, however, tunes out, thinking he'll learn only from his own mistakes. He repeats errors unnecessarily. While Ava's openness to others' experiences grows her wisdom, Noah's narrow focus limits his understanding. Why does this matter? Learning from others expands your perspective without the cost of personal trial and error. Philosopher Aristotle emphasized that wisdom comes from observing human behavior, a view echoed in Sternberg's Balance Theory of Wisdom, 2003, which highlights integrating diverse experiences. The study also found that those who learn from others report 20% higher life satisfaction, as they feel more connected and informed. Ignoring others' lessons risks repeating avoidable mistakes, stunting your growth. You can deepen this habit. Seek out stories, through conversations, biographies, or podcasts, and ask, what can I take from this? Reflect on how someone's choice applies to your life. Start small, like asking a friend about a tough decision they made. Check in. Are you learning from others' experiences, or relying only on your own? Tapping into their wisdom accelerates yours. Sign 2. You reflect on your past decisions. If you're taking time to reflect on your past decisions, both successes and mistakes, you're showing a powerful sign of developing wisdom. A 2020 study in Review of General Psychology found that reflective individuals are 30% more likely to improve their decision-making over time, as they extract lessons from experience. Whether you're journaling about a career move or pondering a relationship choice, this introspection builds your ability to navigate life's complexities. Imagine 2 friends, Sophia and Liam, both 40 years old. Sophia spends evenings thinking about her past choices, like why a job change succeeded or a conflict failed, gaining clarity for the future. She feels grounded. Liam, however, rarely looks back, assuming the past is irrelevant. He repeats old patterns. While Sophia's reflection fuels her wisdom, Liam's avoidance keeps him stuck. Why does this matter? Reflection turns raw experience into wisdom by revealing patterns and lessons. Daniel Kahneman's work on decision-making, 2011, shows that deliberate reflection reduces biases, improving future choices. The study also found that reflective people report 25% lower regret, as they understand their actions why. Without reflection, you risk blind spots, missing chances to grow wiser from your own life. You can cultivate reflection. Set aside 10 minutes weekly to journal or think about a recent decision. What worked? What didn't? Why? Use prompts like, what would I do differently? If it's hard, start with one choice per month. Reflect. Are you examining your past decisions or moving on without learning? Looking back with curiosity is a cornerstone of wisdom. If you're finding this inspiring, Comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Let's keep going. Sign 3. You approach problems with patience. Approaching problems with patience, rather than frustration or haste, is a strong sign you're developing wisdom. A 2019 study in emotion found that patient problem solvers are 35% more likely to find effective solutions, as they think clearly under pressure. Whether you're resolving a work conflict or untangling a personal dilemma, staying calm and deliberate shows you're mastering life's challenges. Picture two neighbors, Olivia and Ethan, both 35 years old. Olivia faces a delayed project calmly, breaking it into steps and addressing it methodically. She feels in control. Ethan, however, panics when his plans stall, rushing decisions that backfire. While Olivia's patience builds her wisdom, Ethan's impatience clouds his judgment. Why does this matter? Patience allows you to see problems clearly, weighing options with care. Stoic philosopher Seneca argued that patience is central to wise decision-making, a view supported by research showing patient individuals have 20% lower stress levels. Rushing, on the other hand, leads to impulsive choices and missed opportunities. Wisdom grows when you give problems the time they deserve. You can practice patience. When a problem arises, pause and breathe deeply for 10 seconds before acting. Break the issue into smaller parts and tackle one at a time. Ask, what's the best long-term solution? If impatience creeps in, step back briefly. Check in. Do you approach problems patiently or react hastily? Patience is the calm center of a wise mind. Sign 4. You value diverse perspectives. If you actively seek and value diverse perspectives, even when they differ from your own, you're showing a hallmark of wisdom. A 2021 study in social psychological and personality science found that individuals who consider multiple viewpoints are 30% more likely to make balanced decisions. Whether you're debating ideas with colleagues or listening to a friend's opposing view, embracing diversity of thought shows you're open to growth. Imagine two team members, Mia and Jack, both 30 years old. Mia invites input from everyone on her team, even those who disagree, and crafts better solutions. She feels enriched. Jack, however, dismisses ideas that don't match his, missing creative options. While Mia's openness deepens her wisdom, Jack's rigidity limits his understanding. Why does this matter? Diverse perspectives challenge your assumptions, broadening your view of the world. Sternberg's wisdom theory emphasizes integrating others' viewpoints for balanced judgment. The study also found that those who value diversity report 25% higher empathy, strengthening relationships. Ignoring different perspectives risks narrow thinking, reducing your ability to navigate complex situations wisely. You can embrace this habit. In discussions, ask, what's another way to see this? Seek out people with different backgrounds or opinions, like a coworker from another department. Listen to understand, not argue. Reflect. Do you value diverse perspectives, or stick to your own? Opening your mind to others' views is a key step toward wisdom. Sign 5. You admit when you're wrong. Admitting when you're wrong, without defensiveness, is a powerful sign you're developing wisdom. A 2020 study in personality and individual differences found that individuals who acknowledge mistakes are 35% more likely to learn from them and build trust with others. Whether you're apologizing for a work error or rethinking a personal stance, owning your misstep shows humility and a commitment to growth. Picture two siblings, Emma and Lucas, both 25 years old. Emma admits she misjudged a friend's intentions, apologizing and learning to listen better. She feels lighter and wiser. Lucas, however, doubles down when wrong, blaming others to save face. He stays stuck in conflict. While Emma's humility fosters wisdom, Lucas's denial blocks it. Why does this matter? Admitting you're wrong shows you prioritize truth over ego, a trait philosopher Socrates tied to wisdom. The study showed that those who own mistakes report 20% higher self-esteem, as they grow from errors rather than hide them. Defensiveness, however, breeds mistrust and stalls learning. Wisdom grows when you embrace your fallibility. You can practice this. When you're wrong, say, I made a mistake, and here's what I'll do differently. Reflect on why you erred to avoid repeating it. If pride gets in the way, remind yourself that growth outweighs being right. Check in. Do you admit when you're wrong, or defend yourself? Owning errors is a bold mark of wisdom. If you're finding these insights valuable, Comment number 5 below to let me know you're with me, and consider subscribing to stay updated with more motivational content. Let's keep moving. Sign 6. You prioritize long-term benefits over short-term gains. If you're choosing long-term benefits over short-term gains, you're showing a wise approach to life. A 2019 study in Journal of Behavioral Decision-Making found that individuals who focus on long-term outcomes are 30% more likely to achieve sustainable success. Whether you're saving money instead of splurging or investing in relationships over fleeting fun, this foresight reflects deep understanding. Imagine two entrepreneurs, Lily and Owen, both 38 years old. Lily builds her business slowly, focusing on quality and customer trust, knowing it'll pay off later. She feels purposeful. Owen chases quick profits, cutting corners, and loses clients. While Lily's long-term focus grows her wisdom, Owen's short-term thinking undermines his future. Why does this matter? Prioritizing long-term benefits requires seeing the bigger picture, a core aspect of Kahneman's reflective decision-making. The study found that long-term thinkers report 25% lower regret, as their choices align with enduring values. Chasing quick wins often leads to instability and missed opportunities. Wisdom lies in playing the long game. You can adopt this mindset. Before deciding, ask, how will this impact me in a year or 5? Weigh short-term temptations against future gains, like studying versus scrolling. Start small, like saving $10 weekly. Reflect, do you prioritize long-term benefits or chase instant rewards? Foresight is the compass of a wise life. Sign 7. You stay humble despite your knowledge. Staying humble, even as your knowledge grows, is a profound sign of developing wisdom. A 2021 study in Journal of Positive Psychology found that humble individuals are 35% more likely to maintain strong relationships and continue learning. Whether you're a seasoned professional or a curious student, recognizing there's always more to learn shows you're grounded in wisdom. Picture two professors, Charlotte and Eli, both 50 years old. Charlotte shares her expertise but admits when she doesn't know something, inviting others' insights. She feels respected and open. Eli, however, acts as if he knows everything, dismissing new ideas. While Charlotte's humility deepens her wisdom, Eli's arrogance limits it. Why does this matter? Humility keeps you open to growth, a trait Confucius linked to true wisdom. The study showed that humble people report 20% higher life satisfaction, as they connect authentically and avoid the isolation of arrogance. Pride in knowledge closes your mind, stunting wisdom. Staying humble ensures you keep evolving. You can practice humility. When sharing knowledge, say, this is what I've learned, but I'm open to other views. Ask questions, even in areas you know well. If you feel superior, remind yourself everyone has unique insights. Check in, do you stay humble, or let knowledge inflate your ego? Humility is the root of lasting wisdom. Sign 8. You guide others without expecting reward. If you're helping others, sharing advice, mentoring, or supporting, without expecting anything in return, you're showing a selfless sign of wisdom. A 2020 study in Social Psychology Quarterly found that altruistic mentors are 30% more likely to report a sense of purpose and influence others positively. Whether you're coaching a colleague or guiding a friend, giving freely reflects a wise, generous spirit. Imagine two community leaders, Isabella and Mason, both 45 years old. Isabella mentors young volunteers, offering advice with no agenda, and feels fulfilled by their growth. Mason, however, helps only when it boosts his status, missing deeper impact. While Isabella's selfless guidance grows her wisdom, Mason's self-interest dims his influence. Why does this matter? Guiding without reward shows you value others' growth, a key aspect of Sternberg's wisdom framework. The study found that altruistic helpers report 25% higher well-being, as giving fosters connection and meaning. Expecting rewards taints your impact, reducing authenticity. Wisdom shines when you lift others up for its own sake. You can embrace this. Offer one piece of advice or help weekly, like explaining a skill to a coworker, expecting nothing back. Reflect on how it feels to help. Ask, am I guiding others freely or seeking gain? Check in, do you help without strings or want recognition? Selfless guidance is the pinnacle of wisdom. If you're inspired by this journey, comment number 8 below to share your with me, and subscribe with notifications on to keep getting insights that fuel your growth. Let's keep pushing forward. Final thoughts. Now that you know these 8 signs, learning from others' experiences, reflecting on past decisions, approaching problems with patience, valuing diverse perspectives, admitting when you're wrong, prioritizing long-term benefits, staying humble, and guiding others without reward, take a moment to reflect. Are you seeing these signs in your life, or are there areas to nurture? Wisdom isn't a destination, it's a lifelong journey, and every step you take makes you wiser and more impactful. Don't wait for wisdom to find you. Start today, listen to someone's story, reflect on a choice, stay patient with a problem, or help someone freely. Your wisdom is the gift that shapes not just your life but the world around you. Keep cultivating it. Here's to a wiser, more meaningful you.